Ciccio and Bianca are shown enjoying a great time together at the beginning of the film. When it gets late, Bianca's sister Maria suggests it's time to get home. After giving Bianca a last kiss, Ciccio requests to see her at home later. After discovering their kid holding a cigar, Lucio's wife becomes agitated. Although Ciccio's mother chastises her son, claiming it's just a cigar, she stands by him. The kid receives some fruit from Maria as they wait for Ciccio. Ciccio is stopped by Linda, one of Rye's mistresses, on his way home. She is upset with Rye for neglecting her. Ciccio motions for Linda to go. He informs his kid he has purchased a new goat that they will both name as he sees him approaching. After having breakfast at home, Ciccio's mother questions him about why he didn't return home the previous evening. She doesn't buy it when he claims to have fallen asleep. Likens him to the promiscuous father he knew. Bringing food for their father's agricultural laborers, Bianca and Maria return home. When Bianca invites Maria to see Ciccio once more, Maria declines, stating that she disapproves of Bianca dating a married man. Kuma orders his employees to stop and rest. Young, beautiful women make up the workforce. He looks at a gorgeous female, gives her the go-ahead to rest, and then follows. Despite her refusal to strip when he asks her to, he nevertheless takes advantage of her praises. Disturbed by the girl's screams, Maria flees upon seeing this. Later on, Ciccio witnesses Luigi attempting to take advantage of one of the farmers when he visits a nearby tavern. Ciccio gives them advice on how to advocate for themselves and makes a reasonable offer to purchase their crops. Ciccio purchases drinks for everyone as they rejoice together. After hearing Ciccio claim that Ciccio is hurting Kuma's company, Luigi goes to protest to Kuma. Luigi requests that Kuma issue an apology and cautions Sesto. Sesto returns home the next morning and has breakfast with his family. He discusses how the nearby farmers are being taken advantage of. When his wife asks where he went the previous evening, he remains silent. He is reminded of his grandpa by Kuma, who prods him. At that point, his wife loses it, yelling at him and accusing him of spending the night with his boyfriend. Ignoring her, Ciccio gets up to greet Bianca and grabs a music player. They become close while they listen to music. While they dance, Bianca confesses to him her intense affections for him. Senyo is excited to spend more time with her once they move away, he adds. While conversing outside the church, Ciccio and his buddy Vincenzo are approached by Bianca's brother. Ciccio receives a disdainful glance from Bianca's brother, and Vincenzo informs Senato that Ciccio would face severe consequences that evening if Bianca's father discovers their connection. After leaving the bar, Senyo learns that Kuma has made plans to meet. With a few farmers, he visits Kuma's home, but he enters by himself. When Ciccio replies that he doesn't know his daughter, Kuma asks Bianca to pour the wine. Ciccio finds this strange. Kuma then asks about Ciccio's family. Before the grandpa moved away and acquired a younger partner, Kuma says he was close with Ciccio's grandfather. With 3 kids, he abandoned his grandmother's mother. When the topic of Luigi comes up, the Ciccio informs him that he dislikes seeing the underprivileged exploited, which Luigi finds admirable. Ciccio is later seen scaling the roof and entering Bianca's bedroom via the window. They spend the night together, becoming intimate, after he brings her to the barn. The next morning, Bianca and Maria make her father and brother breakfast. When Ciccio wonders where she is, Bianca can't stop grinning and tells her sister everything they did. Given that she left him in the barn early in the morning, Bianca informs her that he must have departed by now. Maria chooses to accompany her brother when he abruptly announces that he is heading to the barn to collect some hay. They arrive and Ku notices something strange, a noise. After telling him to go back with the hay after he leaves, Maria promises to check into it. Ciccio is discovered lurking, and she orders him to leave right away. Ciccio and Lucia are seen in the church in the next scene, when they talk about their marriage. Although they have recently grown apart, he assures his wife that he still loves her. When we next get a glimpse of Bianca and Ciccio together, she tells him that she believes her father is aware of them. Reassuring her not to worry, he says he will speak with her. Kuma is informed by father that Bianca has been seeing Ciccio, which makes Bianca happy. When Maria presents his clothing, he inquires as to where he saw them. Maria attempts to pretend to be her, telling her that she has just been to the grocery. Kuma is furious that Bianca was misled and refers to her as a prostitute when she gets back to the home. Bianca abruptly starts taking off her clothing and simply stands there. She informs him that it is he who is unwell and has a preference for younger women. The following scene shows Maria covering herself with a blanket and Ciccio watching over his family as they sleep. Then he departs in the evening, considering his options for the following day. To inform Kuma about himself and Bianca, he goes to meet him. He is told to go for a stroll with Kuma and that they should discuss. Then, using a shovel, he instructs Ciccio to examine the dirt. He leans down, and Kuma gives him more strikes to the head until he gives up. Maria lets out a horrified cry and slips into shock upon realizing what he has done. Next, we see his corpse being transported through the town in preparation for his burial. Antonio, Ciccio's brother, finds out that his brother has passed away. He tells his fiancée and prepares to go to his funeral. He embraces his sad mother as soon as he gets to the funeral. Even though Bianca is not in her right mind, she is determined that she wants to attend the burial, and Maria attempts to talk her out of it. Ciccio's casket is taken from the cathedral to be buried by Luke and two of his lovers. Antonio then proceeds to the police station to inquire about the situation, but the officers don't seem to be motivated to apprehend the murderer. When Antonio and Venzo cross paths, Antonio inquires about Venzo's knowledge. His brother was a playboy, he tells him, and he had a lot of girlfriends, but he had a particular place in his heart for a lady named Bianca. When Antonio gets home, he finds his family fighting. His sister accuses him of being indifferent, while her father accuses Ciccio and warns her that this is what happens when you go around with the wrong people. After telling his father that he is departing to go back home tonight, Antonio is subsequently seen coming to Kuma's house. KMO rushes to put Bianca in a room and descends to speak with him. Antonio informs him that he would want to speak with Kuma. He is informed that no family members are permitted to see the inmates and that his father is sleeping. Antonio informs him that the true events are known to the whole village. Just before he is about to lose two boys, Kuma shows up out of the blue and advises him to get out while he is still able to walk. Before boarding a bus, Antonio departs and bids his loved ones farewell. Kuma is seen tending to his horses in his stable the next day. When Antonio shows there, he viciously kills Ku and him. When the police show up to Lucia's home to ask her about the killings, we can see it. When her father takes her in, he won't respond to inquiries. Maria and Bianca are struggling in their community after the death of their father. They become aliens, and nobody wants to talk to them. Bianca chooses to go visit Luigi and beg for his assistance as things become worse. Their farm needs caretakers, but nobody in town wants to work for them anymore. While Luigi offers to assist, he demands that she take care of him first. She stabs him and flees as soon as he attempts to exploit her. Antonio meets his fiancée back at his house. Her father purchased them a new apartment, which she shows him. Antonio claims he is still thinking about his brother's passing, but he is preoccupied. In a letter to Bianca, Antonio breaks up with his fiancée and promises to see her soon. Mother is overjoyed to see Antonio when he returns. When he arrives to meet Bianca, he is startled to discover a photo of Bianca's mother and departs right away. However, Maria welcomes him in. When Maria opens the door for him, he notices a photo of Bianca's mother. Startled, he departs right once. Antonio informs his father that the lady in the photo of Bianca's mother resembles one that his mother discovered in his wallet. Maria's father confesses that she is his daughter. He says he was Kuma's best man and grew up with the family. Kuma began drinking and abusing his wife after Bianca was born because he was upset about having a daughter. Kuma's wife was taken in by Antonio's family, and a bond was formed. According to his father, Antonio's mother is aware of this history. Before seeing Bianca, Antonio speaks with his mother. When Bianca sees Antonio, she is shocked to see him since he is Ciccio's exact twin. Antonio proposes to Bianca right away. People from their community are strolling together to the church to be married, and Bianca eames herself in a red dress. That is where the film ends. We appreciate your time and remember to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.